All right, you're gonna tie us in, intro us in. You're live. Well, welcome to Unscripted. I was waiting for the other co-host to cue us in since I was trying
Somebody
to
in the audience was talking at the same time, so I was trying to be respectful of that, but
all right, well, welcome to Unscripted.
As per usual, we're never organized. We're
Well, I'm not. You can't say never. I mean, we at least have
I
a
am
topic.
never organized. But
I wing it looking like I am organized, I guess.
It's fine. One of us at least is organized.
I try. But anyways, huh?
Who are you?
I am me. And who are you?
And we are we.
And we are Unscripted. Anyways, I'm Tasha.
And I'm Kendall. Thanks for joining us on this already chaotic podcast.
Tuesday, yes.
And Tuesday. But we are gonna just jump right in and talk about tonight's topic, which is relationships, dating, and all the chaos that comes along with that.
Yes. Yeah, dating sucks.
It really does. It shouldn't be this difficult to just find someone to take things seriously. I feel like in my experience of dating, just in the past 5 years alone, it feels like it got more complicated.
Yeah, we should probably put a disclaimer. We are not professionals.
Oh,
we
hell
are
no.
not
Do not take advice from us.
Research people or anything. This
No,
is
we're
just
telling you
real
from
life.
our real live experience.
Yeah, let's just throw that disclaimer
This is
out.
what
So
not
don't hold
to do.
us. Yeah, don't hold us to anything
Yeah.
except for that this is personal experiences.
There's no licensure letters behind my name.
Nope.
And so.
Nor mine.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I don't actually.
You have all these degrees that mean
no
something.
certifications, but they're not they don't give me a PhD. It just gives me a accreditation.
Well, hey,
just socialize or social media people.
Anyway, we're getting off track for you.
Anyways, dating. But I just wanted to throw the disclaimer out that we are not therapists. We're not
doctors, by any means.
We're not.
Real life experiences, real life experiences, I should say.
Yeah, we're doing this topic because we know we're not the only ones in life who
100%.
are having shitty relationships or dating experiences. So we figured we should do an episode on just talking about the dirty
100%
part of life that sucks.
I feel like that's what makes working through a relationship is knowing that somebody else has had an experience either the same or similar.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I thought this would be a good topic for tonight, especially because ours are similar, but yet so different and chaotic.
Yeah, and I will say, I know we've dabbed on it before, but I will say, before you get into a relationship, you should really self-evaluate where you're sitting before you, one, get into a relationship, and two, before you seek out somebody.
100%.
Which that means, are you mentally, physically, spiritually ready to be in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
And then two, have you completely cut ties with your ex?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're still currently married, do not seek out anybody.
Oh, 100%.
And stop leading. Dude, I'm not kidding. Her and I both have had people who are married.
Yeah, both times.
Who have sought us out and they're not wearing a ring.
And we find out after the fact.
Yeah, and then we get put on.
Yeah, we become the villain when we're truly the victim.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
you shouldn't need to do research.
No.
You shouldn't have to go Facebook diving or going on every dating. Because no offense, I would not.
Well, we don't go on, to be honest, both of us, we don't go on social media except to mostly post and promote stuff for ourselves and for our friends and our clientele.
Huh?
And to show my daddy. Oh, my dad.
No, the real father.
Yes, her real father. Yeah. Yes.
I was like, what am I missing here? I was like,
Yeah, she likes my dad.
oh. You know what's funny? Both of our dad's names are Mark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Both of our grandma's names were Karen.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys were meant to be sisters.
People think we're more all the time, but anyway, that's the topic for another time.
Yeah, let's also throw that disclaimer out. Kendall and I do not share.
We do not share.
If
We're
you're
not
interested
a
in
throuple.
one,
If you see us, we're just No, we
If
Anyway.
you're interested in one, only be interested in one. Do not flip the page and try to
Yeah.
jump to the other shit.
If one says no, don't go for the other.
Because it will be an automatic decline.
Yep, we are very loyal.
If you slept with one, you are not sleeping with the other. No.
Girl code
Yeah.
101.
Yeah. And usually we don't have the same types either, so
No,
like.
no, neither one of us, like, Tasha's definitely got a type to an extent.
You gotta have arms.
Cowboy?
No. That's
I mean,
what
I
thought
love a
at first,
cowboy. I
but
love a cowboy.
No.
But they gotta
She
have
likes
arms.
a little rough around the edges.
I do.
Big arms.
Yeah. They gotta like.
Usually have some drama.
Oh, okay, and some tight ass.
Just kidding. That's
Let me
me.
find one that doesn't have drama.
I know. I will say that's the only thing we have in common.
Comma. We are punctuation, man. I love it.
You know me, English minor. But anyway, not and one of my only educational minors, I should say. We're carrying off topic, but yeah. So one thing we have in common: we both attract men who have
major
skeletons
red
in their
flags.
closets, red flags,
Not emotionally available.
don't want to commit,
Yeah, I'm married. Yeah.
and married. That's our new common one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I will say, like, I think, like, coming from a female standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
I understand the perspective of if you have found out your husband or boyfriend or whomever, because I've been in the other side. I've been on the side where I didn't know they were married and found out after the fact, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I've been on the other side where my boyfriend has cheated or sought out female attention, whatever you want to call it. Like, I've been on both sides.
Same.
So I understand, like, women lashing out on the person who should have maybe known, but I don't get mad at the female.
No.
I get mad at the dude because he
Literally,
knows.
He knows.
He
what he's
committed
doing.
to whatever he committed to.
And he's the one that's telling a whole other story and
or hiding.
Yeah.
Fuck that, I'm the head of a household. Fuck that shit. I'm
the
the
head of
man
my
who was
own-
head of a household.
yeah.
Except for when I was married.
Yeah.
I ain't do that shit again. No. But I will say, like, recognizing traumas too is a huge piece in a relationship. So, like,
Absolutely.
I currently had the issue or conversation where my independence, being the type of female I am, which can intimidate guys because they just don't put up with shit, or I don't. It takes a lot for you to get my attention in any sort of way because I'm not out seeking, I'm not out looking, nothing like that. So I kind of come off rough on the edges, which is fine. But it also is a struggle in relationships like in a current relationship, like I've had it where me being my independent self has caused issues because it's like seen being demasculizing guys, and that's never my intent.
No, none of us go out to do that, but
No, but I've also been in a marriage where and this is where I recognize like why I'm where I'm at, because I had been in a relationship where I was married and I lost who I was. I didn't know who I was on my own as a female and what I wanted or needed in life. It was all dictated or told to me because that's how it was presented. Mind you, nothing against my ex-husband. We have a great relationship. I was very, very young. So like, this is not all his fault. This was definitely a mutual part in all of ours. It was. It's 100% like timing in life, but I wouldn't take it back.
No, I feel like even though the rocky relationships are horrible and traumatic and things like that, they give you the basis of where you go from there. I feel like you learn from every experience, as we always talk about. Like, every experience is a learning experience for the next time. And so I totally understand that. And you try not to repeat it. I mean, some of us repeat the same things over and over.
We're getting better.
We're getting
drawing.
better.
We're starting to draw lines.
Yes.
But I will say that, I mean, we've had this conversation before offline or whatever. Like, I do, like, I know what I want, and
there's nothing wrong with it. I think that's the most important thing, to know what you want and what you don't want.
Correct.
And not settle.
Correct. And like, that's that piece is like, I probably come off very, difficult to be with because of that piece. Nah. Well, you might not, but the person who has to deal with me on a day-to-day basis in a relationship, I probably do come off that way because I want and I expect and I set those expectations of this is what I want in the relationship. This is what I want from you. And I don't stand down on it. Like, I fight tooth and nail. Like, I will not be treated this way. I will not have you do this. If you're going to do this, then there's the door. Like, I got no problem ending it.
I feel like, though, just knowing the backstory behind all of ours, I feel like it's understandable, though, why you have those expectations, because you really do deserve the best. You really deserve someone that can be treated as an equal, not trying to make one person more important or their things more important. And so I think there's no, honestly, problem with your thought process.
No, because you gotta find common ground.
100%. I mean, in some things,
it's give and take.
Yes, in some things, yes, it's absolutely give and take. But
like, if you like pasta and I don't, well, okay, I love pasta. If you don't like pasta, we're just not happening. Okay. Bad example.
Only in some things. Only in some things.
I love pasta. I mean, I would love an Italian, man.
She does like her Italian.
I do love my Italian.
In multiple ways.
And Mexican.
Anyway.
And Mexican. But yeah, that's
Puerto
another
Rican.
story. Oh. Anyways, another story.
Can I come up and ask you guys a question?
You can ask a question. You don't have to come up. You can just repeat it.
My question to you is as younger people in your generation, what is the first thing that you're looking for? Is it stability? Is it,
I mean, it should be, but it's
definitely
not.
are you looking for that, or are you looking for somebody just to be compatible with? Because I know a lot of women these days are very set on getting married right away.
Yeah. So Connie's out in the crowd, like, which is great.
It was a really good question.
Yeah, it is. So Connie is in the older generation. Anyways, and Connie had asked what our current generation, which there's two different generations between you and I, Kendall, that we can both answer this question. But Connie had asked what our generation looks for. Is it stability or whatever it may be? So I'll let you answer yours.
I knew you were going to tell me.
In the beginning, before, like, so I'll let you go, because
of course you're going to put me on the spot. Okay.
I mean, I could answer it already, but I figured I'd let you.
That, I will say, that's kind of a hard one. It depends on the person, to be honest. Well, obviously, one.
Okay, let's put it in this aspect. What does it take for a guy to pick you up? If we're at the bar. No.
But I get where
this goes to your. So if we're at a bar or restaurant, a music event, whatever, what does it take for a guy to get your attention or for you to be like, hey,
I will say
I'm intrigued.
I will say, okay, as cheesy as it is, I love a good, like, cheesy dad joke or a cheesy pickup line that's not, like, so stupid, but, like, enough to, like, I like to see that side that they can be funny, but I also want to see, like, their emotional, like, not their emotional side, but, like, that they have a heart, they're caring and compassionate, and they're not, like, self-centered.
But how do you know they're not?
I feel like, and that's, like I said, that's why it's a hard question. Like, you don't really know right away. Like, you almost have to give it time to figure it out.
So the ladies, how long does it take to discover this? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like I feel like I'm a bad judgment in answering that question, because again, it varies per person. Some people you get to know a lot faster. Depends on how that connection is.
Depends on how well they're hiding stuff or not.
But that's the thing.
I will say mine's usually at between a month to 6 months. You can truly kind of see their true colors. Yeah. So usually in the first month, it's the romance part.
Yeah, you have some of the guards down, but you still, like, you have the basics of things. You kind of get to know their personality, where their stability is, and what their can't think of the words because my brain doesn't work this time of night.
Are finances a big thing?
In my world, no, because I come from a family where finances wasn't there. So I don't try to make that. They should have a job, yes.
Priorities is the word I was looking for, what their priorities are.
Yeah.
Are they more of, they want every single waking moment with you? Are they ones where you are literally having to do everything they want? Is it a 50-50? Like, that's kind of what I think the first month is, to kind of determine how you, like, mesh together.
Yeah, that's where you find out if they're selfish, if they're self-centered,
if they're an alcoholic, if they're a sex addict, all the things.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of the piece, if they're suffocating.
Yeah.
But I will say I had a 3-year relationship and I didn't realize how suffocated I was until after I left the relationship, and I was like,
other thing too,
holy crap. You kind of avoid, you say, hey, no, this is just who they. Yeah, but you know,
I feel like you realize more after it's over than in the moment itself.
Yeah.
Because you get those blinders up where you're just like, oh, that's not happening. Like, I'm just imagining it. Yeah.
Well, see, but I will say in the case where I was in a relationship for 3 years, I will say, like, it was kind of like a give and take in that moment where, like, I didn't realize how much I was being suffocated because he was doing
everything.
He was doing such great things, though, for what I was seeing. Like, I was being taken care of. Like, he was bringing me stuff when I needed.
It was control masked by kindness.
Yeah, it was. And that was kind of where, like, not having that a lot of my life. And I can't say that. I had my younger kids' dad, 7 years. We had, obviously ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he took care of me, but he didn't take care. Like, it was kind of one of those things, like.
You forget the things that you're missing until you're like.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had a great job. Like, he had the financials to, like, it was all these things he was checking off a lot.
They have the qualities, but you're missing the bigger things.
Yeah, and so, like, so it's really hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I feel like, again, like, I think your timeline of 1 to 6 months is actually pretty legit. Like, we both said, like, everyone is going to be a little different. You'll see more things quicker in some people, and then sometimes you need that full.
Or you'll be a year in and find out a whole lot of shit you didn't know.
Maybe you're in an on again, off again relationship for years, and you just find something new out all the time.
Yeah. I will say guys have gotten really good at
They've gotten really good at masking and hiding
or manipulating.
Oh gosh, gaslighting for no reason. Gaslighting and manipulating, I think, is the hardest thing.
Yeah. Like, just be honest. Like, just be real. Be like, hey, I'm a dick all the time.
Yeah.
And I'd be happy with the honesty. I'd be like, sweet. All right. Are you looking to improve on being less of a dick? Or you just set in your way?
I will say, I went out on a date with a guy one time, and he goes, most people find that I'm a complete imbecile and I'm self-centered. And I was like, hey, I appreciate you telling me that right out front.
Yeah.
Let's just say it didn't go any further than that evening, but hey, the expectation was there, and he proved true. So
that's the thing. Like, people will tell you, like, and we don't usually have this issue. Like, the only time we've ever is, like, when one of my exes tried to get with you and one of our friends.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the only time
that's when we really.
Yeah, and that's the only time I've ever voiced, hey, I am just going to let you know this person is But he is very much, he's
very manipulating and gaslighting. Definitely the definition of that.
Yeah.
So do you like when guys approach you, or do you want to approach a guy that you're interested
in? It depends on what level I'm at.
I better never have to be the one that approaches them.
I was gonna say. So Connie's question was, do we prefer to be approached or do we like to be the approachers? Usually, and I agree with Tasha, I prefer to be approached, but I mean, if I'm drunk at a certain level, then yeah, I can be the approacher.
No, I better never.
I'm with her though. In a normal state of mind, I would prefer to be approached. Like, I think
you better come with me with the corniest.
I told you. Yeah, that's what I
like. Not the dad joke. No, like mine. I want to find the most unique way, and this is really what has gotten me. Like, I've had one guy who came up to me. This was back in high school, so unluckily he'll never hear this because he lives in Washington State now. But I was working at McDonald's, and then the fries had came up, and I had put them on the tray, and I was like, "Hey, da 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 da." He came up and I was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know your fries just came up, so they're super hot." And he's like, "So are you?" And he's like, something like that. And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Thanks." And I was like, I love when I'm thrown off by the, like, how they've approached me. Cause that to me shows a whole lot of character because, like, especially with quick wit, like, you better be on point or, like, catch me off guard because most of the time I am on point where I'm like, okay, yeah, no. I don't do it.
My favorite, my most recent pickup line by Tree.
Oh God. Oh, and names are covered.
Yes, names are covered. You won't
to
know
save
who
the
it is,
innocent. I don't know if it's the innocent.
One of my on again, off again, very complicated. Trying to make a relationship work while we're working through shit. Anyway, we're trying to like start. He's trying to just start over as if we were just to meet and start that whole thing. So, we went out. We went out for drinks one night, and he goes, "Can I have your name?" I'm like, "Or can I call you mine?" I was like, that was pretty good. Good.
You're called Carl?
Carl.
Why are you Carl? That's a very masculine name. Especially one that we know.
Yeah. Carl. Shout out to Carl.
Yes, Carl. His
name is also disguised.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
No? But no.
So what are you guys looking for in a guy? I mean, other than stability. What is the first thing that attracts you? Is it
arms?
Arms.
Okay.
I mean, for me, arms.
Mine's eyes.
And a beard.
Eyes and facial hair. Not a lot. Just enough.
This might make me look really bad. I honestly don't look at the eyes.
I don't know. Like, I laugh when
But I do more body language than anything for me.
Yeah.
And that's why the arms is a thing.
Yeah.
So
and they gotta be tall.
Everybody's taller than me. I don't have this problem.
Beautiful arms.
Yeah. They gotta.
I will say the build is a big thing too.
Mm-hmm. But I can't even say like build for me either.
Yeah.
Because like as much as I have a type, I don't have a type. I kind of like.
That's what I said. You have a type, but you don't have a type all at the same time. It's complicated.
Yeah.
As compared to me, who's kind of got a.
Yeah, yours are more built, like very toned,
athletic.
Yeah. Where mine, I kind of have an array of like. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like I'm literally picturing all my exes in my head right now, and I'm kind of like.
I look at all of my exes in my head right now. I'm like, they all. Yeah. I will say, Tree is the only one that actually steps outside of my normal-ish
Bob does.
Bob steps out of yours?
Yeah.
Bob does.
Because he was clean. He was. I did convert him over. So he now has facial hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he used to be very clean cut.
Yeah, he used to not have any, was such baby face.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got great arms.
He looks like he matured
like
5 to 7 years.
He did.
No offense, but
yeah. I love it. I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, I think a little facial hair is sexy. Yeah. But
I like giving beard oil, so.
I think it goes to his
oh my
sexy.
God.
I don't know about that. What are you thinking about over there? Are you writing Tree's face in your head right now?
No. But now I am. Okay, thank you. Anyway.
He just needs some oil on his face. Natural juices.
We don't have that problem. Anyway.
If you guys married somebody with $1 million,
I would marry him.
No.
okay, no rich people.
So she asked if we were to meet a guy and marry him because he had money, pretty much if he was a millionaire.
If he was a millionaire, would we marry him?
Would we marry him?
No.
No. I am not.
Well, hold on. I'll rephrase that. Depends on how he has the money.
That's
if it's family inherited, no.
Right. But if it's
From ground up,
yes.
fine, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like.
You guys have some major principles.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Been around quite
Yeah.
a while, but
What are you trying to say, Connie?
Family money, I feel like they're raised.
well, that's your psychotherapist.
I will say I think I've improved on like my standards in life. I will say starting from like high school, which was a long, long time ago.
Yesterday.
I wish. My progression in men, I have started to get more of a standard, and I definitely will say it is because of life experiences and relationships that I have been in. That,
yeah. Like I said, you learn from,
and I find myself more.
Yeah. Well,
a lot
you find
more.
yourself more.
I do.
Anyway.
I got no problem taking care of myself. Okay.
Oh, 100%. That's why we're independent women. We can take care of ourselves in multiple ways. However you want to take that.
Okay, this is going to be off the beaten path, but if you guys were to reach retirement right now, what would you like to do? I know it's a weird question.
Sitting on a beach.
Yeah. Yeah, occasionally, but I'm not like a beach
I want to be
person.
traveling, actually.
Yeah,
Let's go to Italy.
Yeah, I want to travel. I would much more rather, my dream
But I need a
is
beach.
to have a little tiny house on a land out in Nashville or in Tennessee.
It's so pretty out there.
Yeah. And I want to have my mini animals and my turtle.
Our funny farm.
Yes.
My alpaca.
And I want to travel. Like I want to be able to, I want a tiny house for that reason. I want a big, I don't want anything to have to massively take care of. But I want to travel and be able to like do the things. I mean, I chose motherhood first. So, I mean, that's kind of where I made my stance. So now that my kids are at that point that
priorities shift a little bit more.
Yeah. So yeah, ultimately when I retire, I just want to travel. I want to travel and just have just enough land to do that.
Go
Yeah.
out and skinny dip on.
I can't. Kendall's gonna have her tiny house on the same land.
I was gonna say, so this is how I think about it. So we have our own things. Like I'll have my beach house, she'll have her mini house, but we both have our own spaces at each other's house.
Yeah.
Like she'll have her own guest house and I'll have my own mini house. Like we literally, I think would probably, we'll be out on her wraparound porch in our rocking chairs. Yeah. Like, hey, remember that time that we were on the podcast talking about this?
Whatever, we'll still have the podcast. We'll be old people giving advice to youngins. And
That's where I was going. I was going to be like, we're going to be live on the air doing this podcast, and it'll be.
You're going to be more like.
And then I'll be like,
3 p.m. this morning.
the lady just fell asleep on me.
I probably will. I mean, I take naps already.
Sometimes. It's fine. But that's.
I do not.
No, when we
I don't think I have.
Okay, so my
your house anyway, but
That's a different story.
how much older than you are you okay with? I mean, if to settle down, date.
So Connie's question is if age really matters, basically. I'll let you go first.
on dating, how much older than myself?
Because when you
where's your age range? Do you have an age range? Should be more the.
Okay. So that's actually a really good question. Yeah. I would say I've dated people 4 years younger than me, and I've also dated people 14 years older than me. So, I usually say with that experience, I usually try to say 2 years younger than me up to 10 years older than me, because I felt like 4 years they were still really too young, and 14 years, two different lifestyles going on. I mean, I learned that I didn't want anybody that much younger because I felt like I was babysitting. But then I was, on the other hand, for the guy that I dated that was 14 years older than me, he probably felt the same. But yeah, I feel like 2 years younger, 10 years older, just kind of, yeah.
I don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So it could be 65 and you'd be 35.
So back to your question on Kaya, mine's a chemistry thing.
Mm-hmm.
So age, I grew up in the generation where age doesn't matter. So I have actually dated somebody 20 years older than me. I married 11 years older than me. My husband was the same age as my dad's wife. So that just showed how much younger my dad dated. Like, so I grew up also with that kind of stigma, and it's not really a stigma.
You lack the stigma.
Yeah. So my mom especially tried to raise me being very open-minded. So I try to keep my mind very open-minded. So age has not been a thing for me, clearly, because Bob's 10 years younger than me. But I've also dated in my age group, and they're about as dick as the rest of them. So age to me doesn't really matter because maturity doesn't seem to be within the age. It is really within the person. Mm-hmm. So I will say I don't have that, as long as the chemistry we hit in like the mental, we hit in the spiritual, we hit in like all the different pieces that mean most to me. I want to be able to actually carry a conversation with you. I want to have an intellectual conversation with you. I want to be able to throw out my most random thoughts and not be like, that's stupid. Because I do. I come up with some of the most, and it's not random, stupid, but I will also have a moment where I'm like, oh my God, did you think about this?
And I love those moments. So it's always entertaining because you're just like, huh.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I
love when she does that. It is very.
And it's like the most random moments too, where all
especially when we're on gummies and we're like,
oh my God.
Did you think about She had a few of those and I was like, no way, man.
I do. But I like to, that's me being authentically who I am. And I don't want to be felt like I have to be reserved. So if that means the person's 65 and I'm attracted to them, they're attracted to me, we have all of these things going for us, I don't say no. I have said no because I have felt something wasn't aligning. And that person now came back and goes, granted, they fought with me. They were like, no, we are meant to be. And I'm like, we are not. And their philosophy more was they thought I needed to be saved. And I don't need to be saved. That's my job. I need to find me and take care of me in that aspect. I don't need somebody to give it to me.
I think coming back on my answer, you made me think of something. How you said you were kind of raised more to be more open-minded.
Yep.
To put it in perspective, I think some of my thought processes are based around how I was raised. I was raised in a very strict, devout Catholic family. And so I'll be honest, in my family, if I look at all my cousins that are married or in relationships, it's all the traditional ways of the woman is younger and the man's older, and at max, there is, I think, my one cousin, she was the only one, he's 7 years older. Like, and even my sister and my brother-in-law. Yeah, 100%. So that, I think that's probably how, and I've gotten my mentality, but I mean, I kind of lean both ways in a way. Like, yes, I do like that age range, but she is right in the aspect of chemistry. But yeah, I didn't even really think about it till right now of why I came to that whole thought process.
And upbringing's a huge thing in relationships and even dating. Like, my dad at one point was a hoe. My mom was married to my stepdad. They were swingers. So, like, I have been exposed to a whole different lifestyle that most people have not been exposed to. And it's not like my mom was very open about it. I found it out when I was married in the most wrong way to find out my mom was a swinger.
Not laughing about that, but laughing about it all at the same time.
Some things will scar you for life. But no, I don't know if you do.
I will say definitely my upbringing, to where I was back then to now, even just in the past, I would say 5 to 10 years, I am definitely the gray duck oddball because black sheep in a way. I don't really say, I don't know. I blend in sometimes and most of the time I don't. Anyway,
I came from a black sheep, so
yeah. But I will say I had to learn, I didn't have anybody kind of outside of that traditional thing. So when I would see other people or hear other things, I'm like, that's a thing. Like, wow, that happens. Like, and then as I grew up, because I'll be honest, I lived with my parents till I was 19.
Yeah, and I moved out when I was 17.
And that's the thing, like, I was kind of sheltered. I didn't realize, and I've talked to my parents about this recently, like, I didn't realize how much life I missed because I went everywhere with my mom and dad, but in a way that also makes me connect with adults more than people my age. So there's give and take, but I did miss out on a lot of things. Like, I had to pretty much learn sex ed on my own because I didn't have anybody to teach that. That was just a voodoo thing to talk about. I learned that.
Wait, you didn't have the dictionary opened in front of you and been like, okay, this is the definition of penis.
No, but
this is the definition of vagina. They go in together. It hurts for you. You didn't get that talk?
I didn't get any talk. Okay.
Wow. That was mine.
I rest my case.
Sorry, Kendall.
But he asked you not to work. And would you be satisfied with that kind of situation where you were just home or you were even able to go out and do things with the girls or whatever? Not so much a kept person, but, how would you deal with that? Would that be a hello, goodbye, one and done kind of thing?
You going to repeat the question or do you want me to?
So Connie asked if we were to be asked in our relationship, let me try that again. In a relationship, if we were asked not to work, would we want to stay in that relationship or not? Or what our thought process would be behind being asked that.
I know it's a weird one, but
no. I already had that
question. That's a good question. You can go.
I've already had that.
Mm-hmm.
And I repeatedly refused.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't do it.
No, I am not a homebody.
No,
which my life shows that.
Look at our lives. We can't.
I
love what I do too much.
Yeah. No.
Is it work or is it pleasure? Like being out with them?
It's both. It's both.
Okay.
100% both. She asked if it was more work related or pleasure, and we both answered both because we do work a lot, but we love doing what we do. And I feel like if we had to stay home, we would lose the things that we look most forward to. And yeah, I don't like to be sheltered either. I mean, like I said, I love my parents, don't get me wrong, but I did live that sheltered life where I missed out on all the things and I didn't realize all the things that people my age were doing. And I'm like, huh. And then when you finally, that was the thing, that's what caused me to rebel, I think, the most. And I'm like, holy shit. I feel like you missed out on life when you're sheltered.
Or you could be the person that sheltered yourself, because that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I moved out at 17, but I was already a mom, and I focused on work and being a mom, so I sheltered myself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find out a lot of stuff until in my 30s. Like, a lot of stuff. And I wish I would have known.
All the time. Learn something new all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. If you guys were to date a married man but did not know it, would you
Done
tell,
that.
Would you tell the wife?
No.
Explain that.
So the question was, and I
Do you want me to repeat it?
You go for it.
Okay. So Connie's question was, if we were to date a guy and find out that he was married accidentally, would you tell the wife?
So
We can both elaborate.
this goes back to my 3-year relationship. A year of it was hidden. I didn't find out until probably 3 months in that he was married. Once I found out, it was we're already on the outs. We're already like, I've got a plan. We're on this like path to separation and divorce, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, I don't want to be a rebound. So I openly was like, we should probably not be doing this, because being somebody who had been divorced, and I was in a relationship pretty quickly afterwards, after my divorce. And Jamie, and I'm not going to hide his name. Jamie's
Right.
amazing. He's my younger kids' dad. I've
He
talked
really
about
is.
him up before. Phenomenal man. Still have love for him. We have a great relationship. He ultimately was the one that saved me after my marriage. I am internally grateful, and I've told him this, so it's not unheard news, to him, but I am internally grateful for him to allow me to find who I was, and allow me that space and not crowd me. So in this instance with the one that was married, I didn't want to be the rebound. I'd already kind of seen stuff that like I really felt that they needed to find themselves and find who they were outside of what they were in. There was a lot of back and forth. Clearly I didn't leave. He did divorce his wife in the process, in that year time frame. It wasn't. He needed a lot of healing. He still needs a lot of healing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing against him. He's still a great guy. He has some great qualities, but he has some qualities he definitely needs to work on. Correct. But it's a lot of self-reflection in that piece. And that's why I said in the beginning, like, when you end a relationship, you need to process that
100%.
relationship. That's females and males. Like males, I understand the like being macho, and when the woman leaves or you leave, you're done and you're healed. That's bullshit.
100%.
You
can't truly just be done. I feel like we all say we're done, but nobody is just truly just done. Done.
It lingers.
100%.
And depending on how brutal the relationship
100%.
and the breakup and
And
everything,
the trauma behind it, or the connection. Mm-hmm.
Correct, 100%. Like, I know after my 3-year relationship, it took me, I was on autopilot for 9 months, and all of a sudden I was like, oh shit. I thought I was doing great. I thought I was processing, and then all of a sudden I hit a wall, and I was like, oh fuck, I have
That's
not.
the worst. You're like, that's the one thing that we are both terrible about. We've gotten a lot better. I will say, in our friendship, I think we both kind of help each other with that, of where, yes, it's okay to push it down for a little bit, but eventually you need to work through it. I will say she's definitely helped me in that aspect of like, I know you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to think about it, but eventually 100%, like that's the only way you're going to be able to move on past something is to truly work through it in whatever.
Jealous of the two in your relationship. You have a great relationship and you're great for each other, but mentally, emotionally, I'm sure you share clothes.
No.
Don't share clothes.
Only if I forget something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on a very rare.
No, it's very rare. It's like, oh, it's cold. Do you want a
I think
sweatshirt?
you lend it to like Nevaeh more than me.
Yep, true.
But
Okay, so my next question. As a woman, what happens if you end up finding a man who is physically unable to satisfy you? Or just cannot? Do you find, no, I mean, this is weird. But
No, it's not a
would
weird
you
question.
find the relationship to be loving anyway? Or is that something you would like totally avoid?
I feel like so her question was if you were to be in a relationship with someone who physically couldn't satisfy you, could you stay in that relationship or not?
That's a hard question.
It is a really hard question because I feel like that aspect brings a person or a couple closer together. However, there are also things that I don't really feel like I have an answer to that. I feel like it would
generate itself.
It would generate, yeah.
there's different variables in that.
And
you gotta have that chemistry.
The chemistry, honestly, I think for me would have to be like where she was going to, like chemistry would have to be there. Otherwise, yeah, it would have to be other factors than if that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it has to be like the chemistry. It has to have the intellectual connection, and then the
emotional,
open,
the spiritual.
And you need to have an open mind to different avenues for satisfaction because you can be satisfied in a relationship.
100%.
And I've said this before, like I could have my cup filled and not be touched sexually.
100%.
I'm not a touchy-feely person, so for me, I always say
I can't be at the same time.
I'm more a dude in a relationship than a female. In that aspect, I should, because I don't care for touch. But that also comes to upbringing. Like touch was not something that was really occurred. But that opens me up to being more open to how does one fill my cup. Like Kendall fills my cup because we have those conversations. Like her and I do not have any sexual content whatsoever.
Although everybody thinks that we do. Okay.
But this goes to that thought process. It's
100%.
like we don't actually have that, and we spend a lot of time together.
We do.
But we fill
like each other's cups in like
all different
ways. Like just
adjusting to what it is that day.
It's like having a best sister.
Yeah, really. I mean, what was my question to you the other day? I was like, should I just put you down as my emergency contact at this point?
And I was like, I already know all the medical stuff, and
I'll be honest though, like, I love my sister. I mean, I think we're closer now than we have been. I mean, the past couple of months have been a little rocky, but story for another time. But my sister and I are close, but Tasha probably knows me more than anybody in my family.
I can through a lot more of your spells.
Unfortunately. But honestly, though, she's probably the person I spend the most time with. I know Bob sometimes gets jealous because we spend so much time together. I know Tree's gotten upset about that recently too. Like,
it's fine.
But
just because we do random Chinese nights, I don't care.
I know.
Last night I told her, I was like, hey, you want to go for Chinese?
There's only one mini meltdown, but that's. But the thing is, like, when I have those moments where I'm like at my verge, like I feel like we're both really good at picking up on each other. Like when we're like, okay, do you want to go get Incas? Do you need to go get a sangria? Can I get you out of your house? Like those types of things. But yeah, I truly think she, like, I'm not sure if you guys are Grey's Anatomy fans or not, but
no.
Okay. Well, Christina and Meredith are best friends in the show, and I always kind of compare like our friendship to that. Like she's kind of my person in a way because I can tell her anything. I can go to her with anything. Like she's always there.
And she embraces whatever.
And she literally just rolls with all my shit.
But that's why I say it can happen. Like
Yeah,
you can have a relationship without having the sexual component.
100%.
And
It's
it would take all those different pieces and different
You just have to
ways
reevaluate.
yeah,
But
fill the cup and like obviously kissing and holding hands. Which is
yeah,
not my favorite.
it's where the other things make up for it.
Who cuddles? What is
Oh my God! I did a whole
frickin'
lifetime
boycott
without
that?
it.
Roll the other direction.
When you have the stinky, smelly construction and basketball coaches, you kind of get a
You
whole
roll. Shower before you go into the bed.
get your
Fucking
stinky
hate
feet
rocks
off
in my
me.
bed. Ah.
And the asparagus.
Oh.
And then wear deodorant.
Yes.
Ugh.
And don't put a lot of stuff down there.
That's
Pop
actually
rocks.
never been an issue. Anyways.
Oh my God! I was with somebody that had like all this stuff sprayed down.
Swamp balls.
Ew.
That was nasty.
No.
So man, don't spray.
Don't. No. Also,
No.
I don't want that spray up in my.
No, that causes yeast
Yeah, exactly,
infections and
so-
UTI. No.
Clean, but no sense. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Use your sense, but don't
yeah.
use your sense.
They can do a little loony.
That stuff smells nasty to me.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's a deodorant
Oh,
brand.
It's a soap that literally can go 3 days without showering.
I will say I
As
do
long
love
as
my
you're not
Curie.
swelling. You love your what?
My Curie, it's similar to that. Yeah.
I guess I live in my own world over here.
So my last question to you guys will be, your dream in life would be to find somebody who absolutely loves and cherishes you. But as you're growing through these years, what do you guys want to accomplish?
I'm already doing it. Oh, sorry. Connie's question was, what was the question again?
Her question was,
I just remember answering because I'm like, I'm already doing it. I don't need no man here.
I mean, I'm not going to say it exactly the way she said it. She worded it perfectly, but pretty much she just said, as we're growing through our relationships, our lives, and things like that, what is our goal and what do we hope to accomplish?
Already doing it.
And yeah,
I guess the one thing that I hear repeatedly is I don't stop. No, I constantly grow. I keep going and I keep wanting to achieve
she's an
something.
Energizer bunny for sure.
Yeah. And I don't know why. But that, so to me, there's always going to be something new. There's always going to be something else. So like once I get my like tiny home and my land and my mini animals, there's going to be something else I'm going to want.
100%.
And I want to achieve it. Like I want to knock it off and be like, I did this. And I think that's probably where I get a lot of my satisfaction from.
So that'll be your retirement with the mini house and the animals.
And then some. And traveling and.
I totally agree with what she said. Like, I feel like with every year of life that we live, there's something even more that we want to accomplish. I feel like we never stop growing.
As you shouldn't.
As you shouldn't. Unfortunately, I stopped physically growing, but, spiritually, yeah, 100%. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, I feel like we all have growing to do. I feel like if you get stuck, that's when you kind of start losing yourself and you start losing your goals and things like that. I feel like everybody should have a goal and keep working towards that goal. And once you meet that goal, you don't just stop there. You just keep going. And I'll say if you had talked to me about a year ago, I wouldn't have said anything along those lines. But with the therapy that I've done this past year, I've learned that setting a goal is the best thing that you can do because it's just that satisfaction. I can't talk. Of reaching that goal, and then now where do you go from here? Okay, now I got this goal. And you just keep going up, and then.
But even relationships.
Relationships
like
even more. Like
should have goals.
every
together.
relationship should have a goal. Like
Yeah. Like you should have your, you should have your individual and your relationship goals. So like, and I will say, I think that's where I definitely faltered in my marriage. And when Jamie and I were together, we definitely faltered on that. Like we wanted it, but we didn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Like any relationship, friendship, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, every relationship has to be worked on.
Okay, very last question.
You already said
that.
Oh, but I got one more.
Last call.
Yes. Okay. So you guys, let's pretend you're 70. What do you
We
want
keep
to be
going to
doing
retirement,
right
okay.
now? No, I mean, at
What?
70, what do you want to be doing? Do you want to be doing crafts? Do you want to be doing like me, doing music? I mean,
We're going to be sitting on our rockers doing exactly this.
Yeah. Connie's question is what if we were 70 right now? What would we want to be doing? I want to be pinching some 20-year-olds.
By then, that would probably be your grandkids stage. But
I mean, it'd be my great. Yeah. I mean, whatever. I don't know.
it's hard to think that far ahead because of
I just
all the
wanna-
things we're doing.
Yeah, I just want to live life.
I just like
Whatever that
I don't
may be
want
at that moment.
I've learned, I used to just pray and pray and pray for the future, to be honest. Like, I was never a live in the moment type of person.
I think I changed that for you.
100%. Like I said, I've really grown in different avenues of thinking, which is good because, like, I never challenged my thought process. I lived inside my bubble and I lived inside my little box, and it was hard for me to step outside my comfort zone. Like, when people first meet me, I sometimes come off really shy and I'm like, hi, and really awkward. But then as they get to know me, as Tasha great, and Connie can attest to, like, I am far from that.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I forgot where I was going with my thought process because
oh my God, she's catching my thing.
But yeah, I will say,
I'm
like,
mid-episode, that's why.
but I will say that you should, as much as I want to think about the future, that's what my goals are.
Oh, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. I knew where you lost your thought process.
I had somewhere to go with this whole thing.
Yeah.
I geared off track.
Yeah. You should live in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You should value each moment. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly.
100%.
And I think
That's where you grow.
correct. But that's where I think a lot of people, they get stuck in a rut and they're like, my life's shit, my life's shit, my life's shit. But it's like, okay, why is your life shit?
Mm-hmm.
How
true.
can you change it? Like, what's the one step you can make to change that piece?
Agreed.
It is.
That is, and I'll be honest, I think I just took that step this past year. Like, I think I just got stuck in the bubble of, oh, this is my life. This is where, and I just kind of was walking through life, and I'm glad I finally woke up out of that because I didn't realize how much life I was missing.
And you have a purpose.
Yeah.
Both have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys jive together, so perfect. I love watching you guys grow together.
Well, I enjoy having you along on this journey with
Well,
us.
thank you. So
Yeah.
the really loud one.
You're not really that loud.
I'll say it's definitely on the
Until
Osborne's
Jen's around.
crazy train.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're on the rails, but most of the time, like my thought process, we're going off the rails on the crazy train. But
But we have several generations sitting here, so,
Yeah.
you know.
100%.
Yep.
While we're at our time, is there any laughs from the Kendall side of relationships and dating? What's your one piece of dating, life, relationship advice you could give to our listeners?
don't settle. Don't settle on things that are important to you. And I say this to take my own advice as well, because I think a majority, if not all of my relationships, I have settled on things. I've been okay with things that I shouldn't be. And I've kind of let that rule the relationship. and I know I deserve better. I tell her this all the time. She tells me this. We both deserve better. And so, like, that's the biggest thing. Don't settle then less than what you deserve and what you want. And that's something I am trying to work on currently. It's not an easy thing to do. 100%.
And showing your true colors.
Yeah, don't be fake. Be real.
Don't fart on the first date. It's okay.
No, do not.
No.
Do not take Connie's advice.
Don't take Connie's advice. She said,
Wait
don't.
at
She
least
goes,
a month.
okay, I have to repeat this because it was funny, but she goes, be yourself. Let your true colors out. She goes, fart on the first date.
No,
okay.
don't.
That will literally kind of turn me off really quickly, but
Real quick.
that's more of a 3 months into a relationship type of scenario.
It took me almost a year and a half.
Oh, come on.
I was gonna say we don't even do that.
No.
We don't.
There's a... But I don't live with if we're living together, that's a different
That's
thing.
a whole story, but yeah.
Well, but if we're still dating,
Yeah.
I can wait till I get home or in my truck. Like, I'm not
So I
doing
walk
that.
outside and there's no
Yeah,
other.
like, I will respect, that's where I'm a lady, okay?
Yeah.
So don't listen to Connie on that.
What
piece.
is your piece of relationship advice? It's hard, isn't it?
Be authentic. Be honest. I think that's probably our biggest piece out of this whole segment is be who you are, minus the farting on the first date.
Damn.
But joke about it. That's truly joke about like, hey, do you mind if I just look up?
I mean, if you can't, if you absolutely have to, fine. But I mean, a pre-warning, and if it's gonna stink, go somewhere else. If you guys clear out like Aiden does, my son, a whole fucking van because it is so raunchy.
Oh my God. They
go
are.
outside.
I experienced that one time,
bad.
and I'm like,
yeah, the dude will make you gay with his. No, but I will say, be honest.
Yeah. Don't lie.
Don't
If you're
hide.
married, if you're married, just tell us up front.
Don't
even try to
don't.
hide it.
Yeah, but don't
Don't
try.
even try to go out there, but
Don't make the that's the bigger part is I have had it where, and we both have, where we got blamed for something
100%.
we didn't have control in the situation because we didn't know about it. And I don't put people in that position. Don't hurt that other person. No. Don't hurt both people. You're hurting everybody all in the same one move.
You're not.
It's not fair to anybody.
You're more than likely going to ruin their lives first.
Yeah, and I will say being a secret isn't great either.
No.
It does a lot to that person's self-esteem and self-worth.
Be with someone who's proud of you. Be with someone who promotes what you do, who honestly wants to be a part of what you do every day.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you the energy. Make it a 50-50.
Yeah.
You come to my podcast on Tuesday, I'll go do this with you on Thursday.
To the mini sport event I freaking hate. Yeah.
I was going to say go hang out at the shop on Thursday, but that works too.
No, I mean, but it should be a give and take. It should not be one way. It's a two-way street. That's where,
but don't compromise yourself either.
If you get
in a certain way. Yeah.
It's time to sit down and
yeah, and have the conversation, but you should.
I mean, not compromise in that way, but.
No, but you need to communicate. That is a huge component. I over communicate.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
I don't think there's anything wrong.
But I will say I try to set the standard. I am going to tell you everything.
Mm-hmm.
My most random thoughts, I need to go put a light bulb in. And
but I love your random questions. You're to make people. She loves to put people on the spot, me all the time. But no, I feel like every relationship should have something like that.
You should want to grow together.
100%.
If you're static and still, it's not right. No, and it shouldn't. No. And it should never be 50-50. There are going to be days, there's days even Kendall's I only got 10%. I'm that's fine. I got the 90. And there's days where I'm fuck this, I ain't got nothing. I have given it to everything else. And that's where she's like, all right, I got it. Like, or what do you need? And I got it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, and if it's not in her capability, she's like, I can't do that, but I can possibly do this. I'm like, sweet, that's fine.
I was gonna say, yeah, we,
50, then
Yeah.
you're both working.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we,
But it's give and take. And
yeah,
we just-
100%. And that's in any relationship. That's not even just in actual
Mhm.
significant. That's any relationship of your life. That's your work relationship, your friendships, your family, and all those things.
Your lovers, whatever you want to
100%.
be.
To elaborate on the thought process that I was losing earlier on the compromising, don't compromise yourself though in the process. Like if you're not okay with it, at least back to the communication thing. Have that conversation.
And if they don't see it that
And
way,
if they
then
don't
you
see
need
it-
to be done.
100%. And that's where I was going with that. That's why I was like, for that, it sounded like don't compromise on doing what you're doing. That's why I come back to that. But.
Thank you, ladies.
Well, thanks for listening.
Well, thanks
to
for
us.
the questions.
I learned a whole bunch more tonight.
Well,
You
hopefully you're
learned
not
that I
scared.
lose my thought process like no other.
Oh, we just now got a listener. But yeah, I will say, relationships are hard.
Relationships, I feel like aren't supposed to be easy. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a job, but it's always something that you have to work on. It's not something 100%. It's not
You
some-
should constantly date.
There
constantly.
you go.
Constantly.
I love
I
it.
feel that's a really good piece of advice. I feel like you should constantly learn each other each and every day and keep coming back to each other. And that, I feel like that should definitely, I feel like every relationship should have at least one dedicated night of let's put our phones away. Let's have this. I've never had that. That's something I'd love to have.
There's actually a plan. It's like a 2-2-4 or something. Like it's actually like every two, like you're
Yeah.
supposed to go, you're supposed to do something
Yep.
like
Every 2 weeks or every
I don't remember the number.
every
but
2 days you do this. Every 2 weeks you do something a little bit bigger, and then every month you do something.
Or 2-2-1. Yeah, or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, you're supposed to actually go away once a month,
Yeah,
disconnect
for
and
weeks.
connect with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that I will say when Jamie and I were on point, we did that. We had we dedicated the night to each other, or we sat and when the kids were asleep, we connected, and that's how
I'll say
it
we
should
do
be.
that as a friendship though.
Yeah, but we don't have it scheduled.
Nope.
It's more whenever
It's
we're
on the fly.
But it
But-
should work for your relationship. So like if
100%.
you have somebody who's in the military, like that clearly doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
But you take those opportunities when you have like the video
100%.
calls and whatnot, or if they travel a lot.
Like figure out what you can make work and what's attainable for your relationship.
Yeah, 'cause
what's
finances
something you
are a
can
thing.
make. And that's too, like, and it's not even a thing of like, hey, let's go out and have this big fancy dinner. It's like, hey, let's just stand and watch Netflix, or
Hey, I love a
do a
good
craft, do a
picnic
puzzle.
date, like in the bed of the truck. Easy
Let's go
peasy.
look at the stars.
Yeah.
Just don't go fishing in the dark, please.
No. But I dance in the headlights.
My best idea of a date is down a dirt road with a truck,
Mhm.
stepping back, dancing on a dirt road.
Yep.
Oh,
I want to go mudding first, and then let's go do that.
No, because you get it all over you.
That's the
You
point.
No. Because then you get it inside the vehicle. It's messy. It's dirty.
That's why it's not my vehicle. I'll be honest, I do like to be chauffeured.
I like to drive.
She don't like.
guess I'm more
she,
than that.
I will be honest. She chauffeurs me like no other two. She doesn't like my driving. I make her sick. But I have taken
But I
her down a
think it's
dirt
your
road,
fault,
and
yeah.
she got sick.
I also didn't eat that day either. That was also,
Mhm.
it was a rough patch.
It was a day.
Yeah. But as always, thanks for being
Thanks
on
for
Unscripted.
listening.
Stay seriously authentic. Be who you are. Don't lose yourself in somebody, because that's not what a relationship should be.
Don't compromise yourself.
Be real. Be honest.
Be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Give yourself grace.
100%.
I know I tell you that a lot. I don't give myself much grace.
I was gonna say, I want to flip the script on that one.
It's unscripted. You're not allowed. It's not flip the script. It's called unscripted.
Hence why it's unscripted. I can do whatever I want.
But It is the best advice.
Really, 100%.
Yep.
Anyway.
As always, stay
Stay
unscripted.